What's good, y'all? It's your boy Mike with Blunts and Beast, and I'm hyped as fuck today because we're getting nostalgic as shit, y'all. I'm taking it all the way back to 2002 with support from probably what's the most iconic motherfucker in this entire game. I'm talking Dark Magician, y'all. Now, we're getting quite a few cards coming up in the Battles of Chaos set, along with a couple cards set to be released in the new Mega 10. So, without further ado, let's motherfucker get to it. Alright, now the first card I want to show y'all is the alternative artwork for the Dark Magician coming out of the new Battles of Chaos set. Now this is pretty fucking dope in its own way. It's a throwback like a motherfucker to the days when Bandai made Yu-Gi-Oh cards before Konami started doing it on their own. Originally they had licensed them out to Bandai to coincide with the anime. And they made a few sets. Didn't last very long before Konami took it over. We got what we got now. Now, honestly and truly, this is not my favorite artwork for Dark Magician. I gotta give it up to the red motherfucker. I love the shit out that card, Arcana's Dark Magician. I wish we could have seen a lot more variations of that, but sadly they didn't do it, so we just got the one. Either way, it's still my favorite, followed by the Shonen Jump. Now, I don't know how popular this artwork's gonna be with people. A lot of people are probably gonna go fucking crazy over it. But, like I said, it's not my favorite. To each their own, though. Alright, now on to the next. We have Magic Karibo here. First glance, what's not to love about this little motherfucker? I mean, look at this cute-ass little sumbitch. Fucking dressed up as Dark Magician. Badass as fuck. Moving on to the effect, he's a level 1 Dark Fiend effect monster. You can only use this card's first and second effects each once per turn. During the main or battle phase, if you took battle damage or damage from an opponent's card effect this turn, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon one Dark Magician or one Dark Magician girl from your deck or graveyard. If a face-up spellcaster monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. Now, overall, not a really bad card, but it's not going to see a lot of play. Battle phase effects just aren't a big thing in the game right now. But overall, I like the shit out of him. Cool as fuck. I wouldn't mind having one for the collection if nothing else. Alright, now next up we have Dimension Conjurer. First glance, he looks like a fucking 80s Decepticon. What else could I say? Like straight up fucking Transformer vibes from this motherfucker. Moving on with him, he's a level 1 Dark Spellcaster effect monster. You can only use this card's first and second effects each once per turn. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one magical dimension from your deck or graveyard to your hand. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you can draw cards equal to the number of spellcaster monsters you control, then place a number of cards from your hand on top of the deck in any order. So, he's a decent card. It's a way to unbrick your hand if need be, but the only thing I really dislike about this motherfucker is this is going to use up your normal summon, and he's just not good enough for that, I don't feel like. I mean, there's better cards to do that with. But overall, not a bad card. Now, this next card, I'm excited as fuck about just looking at it. Tomas, the Dragon of Destiny. It is so fucking badass seeing this motherfucker actually get a monster card. Now, hopefully they do the same thing with Hermos and Critias. It'd be dope as fuck to see all three come out, but I am loving the shit out of the artwork on this thing. He's a level 8 Dragon Effect monster. You send one spellcaster or one spell or trap that specifically lists the card Dark Magician in its text from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material, including a spellcaster monster. You can only use each effect of Tomas, the Dragon of Destiny, once per turn. Now, he's a decent card, but I don't really see him getting any play. There's other cards you could special summon out there to be better. And honestly, if he had the effect that you could substitute him as a fusion material for something, he'd be badass as fuck. But they didn't really do that with him. So he's a cool-ass card. Wouldn't mind having him just for the collection and shit, but not something I'd really play. Now, with the next one, we have Illusion of Chaos. First glance, Ritual Monster. The artwork on this thing is dope as fuck. Like, this sumbitch fucking all trippy as hell, looking like he's in space, about to do some badass spell to fuck some motherfuckers up. Now, moving on to the effect, he's a level 7 Dark Spellcaster Ritual Effect monster. You can Ritual summon this card with Chaos form. You can only use this card's first and second effects once per turn. You can reveal this card to your hand, add one Dark Magician or one non-ritual monster that specifically lists that card's name in its text from your deck to your hand, then place one card from your hand on top of your deck. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can return this card to the hand, and if you do, special summon one Dark Magician from your graveyard, and if you do that, negate the effect. Now, first and foremost, this motherfucker's got the ability to search Magician Souls, y'all. This card's gonna be broken as fuck. Like, and then its ability to fucking negate and summon a Dark Magician just by returning itself to the hand, like, that's pretty fucking badass. I can see this card having some real fucking potential to be ran. Like, Dark Magician may end up being a force to be reckoned with. Alright, now moving on to the big boss of the fucking pack, we have Dark Master of Chaos. Now this motherfucker looks badass as hell. It looks like fucking Dark Paladin and fucking Blackluster Soldier hooked up and had a baby. Like, that's all I can say about it. This motherfucker's sick as shit. The effect, he's a level 8 Dark Spellcaster Fusion Effect monster, Dark Magician, and one Chaos or Blackluster Soldier Ritual monster. Oh, well, that's cool. That means you could use the fucking Illusion of Chaos to get him out there. Alright, you can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can target one light or dark monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Alright, that's pretty fucking dope right there. Straight up Chaos energy right off the bat. You can tribute one light or dark monster. Banish all monsters your opponent controls. Now that is fucking wicked. That's pretty fucking broken. Just to banish every monster on their fucking field. If they ain't got a negate for this, like, they're fucked. And then 3, if this fusion summon card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one spell card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Okay, so basically it just lets you pull something and start your fucking combos over. Alright, this card is going to be badass as fuck. And he's really not hard to get out at all in this fucking deck whatsoever. Like, yeah, I'm feeling the fuck out of it. I am ready for this fucking set. Now we got to move on and see what the hell we got next. Alright, now moving on to the fucking Mega 10s and shit, we're getting 2 cards in this one. One of which is Magician's Salvation, fucking field spell. It's got Dark Magician Girl, Save a Dark Magician. It's pretty fucking dope looking, not gonna lie. For the effect, you can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn, and you can only activate the second effect of this card's name once per turn. When this card activation resolves, you can set one Eternal Soul directly from your deck. If you normal or special summon a Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl, you can target one of those monsters, special summon from your graveyard, one Dark Magician or one Dark Magician Girl whose name is different from that target's. Now, this is a pretty fucking badass effect. The ability to set Eternal Soul from the deck is pretty fucking sick on its own. But then, whenever you normal or special summon Dark Magician, you get to summon a Dark Magician Girl from the graveyard, or if you summon Dark Magician Girl, you get to special summon Dark Magician. Like, that's pretty fucking awesome. I ain't gonna lie. This deck's gonna have a lot of fucking potential when these cards come out. But we still got one more for y'all. Let's see what's up with that. Alright, now moving on to the last card I got for y'all. We have Shatter the Darkness. A continuous spell. Artwork on it looks dope as fuck. I mean, it's basically Dark Paladin about to just nuke some motherfuckers, which is just cool as shit. For the effect, you can only activate each effect of this card's name once per turn. If you normal or special summon a non-token normal monster, you can draw one card. When one of the following monsters you control declares an attack and battles an opponent's monster until the end of this turn, the monster gains attack equal to the attack of your opponent's monster. A level 5 or higher normal monster, a ritual monster that used a normal monster. Okay, now this is dope as fuck. Basically, you normal or special summon Dark Magician, fucking, you get to draw a card. Now, that by itself is just badass as hell. Any kind of hand advantage you could get to put you ahead of your opponent, dope as fuck. But then, whenever your Dark Magician battles, or say your Illusion of Chaos, any of those motherfuckers like that, you can fucking get an Avermax type effect to gain their attack. You're automatically doing 2,500 damage to them. Like, this is badass as fuck. Now, overall, I think this is some really badass support that's very much needed for Dark Magician. If it's ever going to do jack shit. Now, hopefully we're going to see this same level of support for Blue Eyes in the future. We'll just have to wait and see. Fingers crossed on that shit. I really love to hear you guys' opinions on these upcoming cards and what y'all think of them. What kind of strategies you think you can come up with for this Dark Magician shit. And, as always, hit that like button. Hit that motherfucking subscribe button if you like this shit. I hope y'all motherfuckers have a good day. Later, y'all.